While we all like to unwind at the weekends, you have to realise that deviating from your training and nutrition program comes at a cost. Overeating, excess alcohol and a lack of sleep can all seriously harm momentum and progress in all areas of physical performance. If you have a specific goal, working at only 70% effort isn't going to cut the mustard. While we can take our foot off the gas a little bit at the weekends, completely straying from our plan not only leads to diminished results, but it also means we lag the rest of the week as well. Here are a few tips of staying on track and enjoying your weekends. Number 1. Don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. If you're mega hard on yourself in the week, the likelihood is you're going to fall off the wagon at the weekend. Use calories and macros as guidelines, not absolutes, because absolutes lead to, number 2, the fuck it mentality. This is a classic. You have one beer on a Saturday afternoon and by 11 PM you're knee deep in doner kebab and 10 pints in, all because of that one pint at the start of the day. You can't ruin a diet. It's a process, so remember that at all costs. It can't be broken or undone. So remove the chimp brain from the decision making process because, number 3, you need to own your decisions. Weekends present all sorts of comfortable justifications for eating crap or drinking too much. It can be anything. You were busy, you were travelling, you had work, you had family or social meals, or maybe you just sat at home alone. Any excuse will do. Powerless victim of circumstance. Coach Nick learned from his time training with the Special Forces that rationalising poor choices make for a convenient script. He frames it like this. If we throw too many beers down our necks of an evening, which might happen from time to time because we're all human, then our performance in multiple avenues will diminish over the next 72 hours. Sleep, cognitive ability, physical performance and mood will all be affected, no question. If this happens, then own it. We knew it would happen because that's the decision we made. We're aware of why we are performing this way, and now we need to get back on our routine as best we can and push through. Don't fall back on victim of circumstance narrative. One of our key expectations in Strong Dad is that you be brave and honest. It's on our website. Ask yourself what's really going on. Do this over and over and over. You'll start to see some patterns. Take ownership, break patterns, reprogram your default OS. And if you really are struggling with that, then number 4, plan ahead. Plan your weekend like you plan your week. You don't wander into work twiddling your thumbs, do you? Have a calendar and clear idea where you'll be, with who, the boundaries you set yourself, and communicate this to all parties. Read that as the wife. Coach Will Clark suggests some practical tips you can employ when out. If you're going to drink, make a conscious decision on how many, realistically, you're going to have before going out. Have water on the table or with you at all times to slow consumption. Never go out hungry. Stick to your usual eating plan at the weekends as if it were a Monday. It's hard to overeat and overdrink if you're already full. In conclusion, the best thing you can do is, number 5, just aim for better. Like we always say, process over outcome. Coach Will uses a technique he calls playing it forward. He imagines his days and nights like a tape, and he consciously plays it forward to the next day and sits in that physical and emotional state. Once you do this, you realise how much it impacts progress, and you'll soon realise it's just not worth it. Set small targets each weekend and try and make small improvements. Like your program, this is just progressive overload. Small increments make for big, long-term gains.